Oh. Hi guys, this is my second book on my channel, and today I'm going to be reading One Word and a Bird, and it's illustrated by Stephen Michael King. And I've seen all of his books. I mean, I've seen him sign stuff, and he's signed this book. I can show you if you want the sign. So, this is the signing here, and I have the raccoon that I signed off for me here, and that was my little sister that wanted the giraffe, and then my other sister Olive wanted the bird that was on top of the nose of the giraffe, like you can see there. So let's get started. One word and a bird. One word and a bird. I was a long way from home. You can see there. He's going to the boat, I think. Let's find out. And searching for a word, a big word. A big word to make me feel tall. A word like enormous or humongous or even gigantic. But nothing seems to fit. Picture of a big bird, and then him is all the way down the bottom there, and then his little boat there, and a dolphin, and then a whale, and then some little fish, and a crab. Then from out of the sky, like a clear idea, flew a bird. She landed on my nose. It was as quiet moment until she sang and tweeted to me in bird language. I replied with a chirp, 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 a wobble and a whistle. As you can see there, the bird. Oh, sorry, I wasn't showing you. The bird on his nose. And this is again another picture that doesn't have any words for some reason, but some books do that. Now let's read. I went searching for a word like esophagus or Iphagus, or even magnificent. But nothing seemed to fit. As you can see, he's standing there saying all those words, like right there. Then, from somewhere, like a big boarding sentence, came a dog. He stood at my feet, panting. It was a quiet moment. He wagged his tail, he woofed, he barked, and wagged his tail again in dog language, and barked. I replied by giving him a pat, sharing a snack, and tipping my hat, as you can see there, and then there's the log and the stuff that he was doing there. And this is again another picture. I think it's sitting by the fire, having some fun, toasting marshmallows. That would be good. I went searching for a word, a high, sprinted word that would lift me off the ground. A word like adventurous or dynamic or even courageous. But nothing seemed to fit. And again, you can see him standing there trying to figure out all those words with the doggy that he met, and then the bird on his nose. And then the building's over here. There's a little helicopter and a plane up here. Then, with great rhyme, like a bull versus came a horse. She nugged me with her nose. It was a quiet moment until she whined, "Nay!" and nicked. To me in horse language, I replied by nodding, gently gripping her mane and lifting myself out of her back. As you can see there, just patting her. Oh yeah, and the dog and the bird. The bird's on the dog's ears. And look, it's thunderstorming. They just said it's thunderstorming. I went searching for a word, a comforting word that would wrap itself around me. A word like enfold or entwine or even encompass, but nothing seems to fit. We have the picture here and then like the horse and everything and the dog down there. The owls in the trees, the camel. I mean, it's not a camel, it's a horse. Then with a gentle cooling, like the setting of the sun. He's in his boat now, as you can see with all of the animals. A familiar door opened. Welcome, everyone. It was a quiet moment, a tender moment that said my search was done. Going up the hill. I had found more than words. I had found... What do you think he's going to find? Let's find out. Love. And that's the end.